Hey, Shayne and I fans, welcome back. We are back with another episode of Shayne and I. And today, I've been struggling with this since I saw this article last night. This is just called What the Fuck because, bear with me, you're going to realize what the fuck. Can you elaborate?
Okay. So I just queued this up on my nifty smartphone.
Smartphones and nifty.
Yes. The title of the article is... What the fuck? The title of the article is The Biggest Objects Ever Smuggled Up Asses.
What the fuck?
The first sentence is, the anus is an amazing organ. Which I agree with. I once heard this lady, she was like doing a pitch. She was doing a talk on NPR and she was an anus expert. And she was
she went to school and learned everything about the anus? Or she just calls herself an anus expert?
I think she just called herself an anus expert.
How do you get a degree? Like, what do you say to your parents, like, after you get that degree? Like, I have a master's in anal?
Well, no, like, a proctologist is, that's a doctor.
Okay.
It could be but she wasn't a doctor. She was a writer, and she researched extensively the anus and everything to do with the anus. And you know how sometimes you could have, like, if you can poo, you can have to poo, but you can still fart without pooing sometimes.
Okay.
And the level of control that
TMI,
takes.
TMI.
No, I'm just saying.
Can you read?
It shows how amazing an organ it is. That's all I'm saying.
Can you read our? So anyway, this is it. Like the title says, things smuggled up people's asses. This is gonna blow your mind. It blew my mind.
All right. So, do you want to hear about the blood gang member?
There was the kid. He got arrested for the DUI. There was the kid and the guy in Lake County Jail. Those were the two ones that I was just kind of like, how do you have that smuggled up your ass? That guy
that's
too.
Weird. This guy has a Derringer pistol up his butt.
A Derringer pistol. How do you get that up there?
At least a Derringer is kind of like it's small, right?
But how do you? Here's what I want to know. It's like, why would you do that?
There's a guy here who stuck a big old revolver up his butt.
No.
That's not a Derringer, man. That's a full-size pistol.
That's a full-size pistol.
You can't fit that up your butt.
Where do you get this idea? Why did somebody do this? Like you're walking down the street with your pistol and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I need to go somewhere. I should shove this up my ass so nobody sees it?
You should see his mugshot, man. He looks grumpy. I would look that way if I had.
That's a pretty grumpy mugshot.
That's a big pistol, man. That shouldn't fit up there. I'm just saying.
That is crazy.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, the kid.
So, all right.
This one's good.
All right. This one, a buttload of booty, including 4 bracelets, 4 necklaces, 11 rings, a socket wrench, and a bag of synthetic marijuana.
Okay. How do you shove all that up your ass?
One at a time.
But then it talks about him experiencing some sort of pain or something like that, doesn't it?
Oh, well, I would.
I mean
it goes on to say, all right, so he put all this in his butt. He got drunk. He got in a car. He crashed his car. That's what happens when you get drunk and get in a car.
Don't drink and drive.
By the way, please don't drink and drive. So that happened. He got arrested for drinking and driving, which is also what happens when you drink and drive.
And then didn't he complain about abdominal pain or something like that?
Yeah, so they took him to the hospital because he got in a car crash to do an X-ray on him, and he wasn't complaining about it, but the doctors noticed an abnormality in his colon. That abnormality turned out to be
that stuff.
Yeah, it turned out to be 4 bracelets, 4 necklaces, 11 rings, a socket wrench, and a bag of synthetic marijuana.
A socket wrench?
A socket wrench.
4 bracelets. How do you do that?
I'm just saying, a socket wrench is really handy.
But would you shove it up your ass?
Well, no, but at least he was thinking outside the box. He wasn't one of those guys just like running down the street with a bunch of stolen goods in his arms.
What do you do with your parents? Like, what do your parents do when they introduce you to your friends? Oh, this is our son. You got busted for a DUI and, well, he was shoving shit up his ass.
Well, he's an outside the box thinker, right? He's creative. He could go to art school, right? And he would still have to steal for a living, but he could do it,
Somebody somewhere would think that's artistic, especially when you poop it out.
I bet the National Institute for the Arts, they probably paid a guy to do that.
They probably would. But so I think that's it for now. I think we're gonna sign off on that note, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, fun. Have a good one.